Megan, are you sure you're ready to go through with this? Sarah, it's my job. Actors act. That doesn't mean you have to play the part of Ruby Bright. Megan, after everything that's happened... Look, nobody knows about what happened. Except for you, Clint, and Dad, and we're going to keep it that way. You gave me your word. You have a problem, and playing the part of Ruby can only make it worse. No, my problem is over. I have no more personality disorder, okay? I am Megan Gordon, and that's that. Look, I really...
Ruby, great to see you back.
Hi.
Just in time, too. One of your biggest fans is right over here.
Hello. Max, hi.
Hey.
I appreciate your making the trip to Atlantic City on such short notice, Mrs. Roberts.
Please, call me Tina. And anything as important as this is, well, I always make that little extra effort.
I had no idea the redecorating of my little casino would mean so much to you.
Yeah, Mr. Price, you do have no idea.
Well, please, if we're going to be working together, it's Russell.
Okay, Russell.
Sit.
Thank you. So, why don't we talk about needs?
Needs?
Yes, your needs as the customer, and my needs as the designer. That way we can come up with something that's good for both of us.
Tina, I like your style. Since the casino is closed today, we can discuss every nook and cranny to our heart's content.
So why don't we come up with a wish list?
What's that?
Well, that's where you tell me...
A wish list, huh? I know what I'd wish for, Tina. A gun, a knife, anything I could use to put a hole in your vapid little... Well, what do you know? My fondest wish just came true.
Hello, my love. Oh, what's the matter, Mari Lynn? Can't you say hello to your most loyal and devoted fan? It's true what they say about you television stars. You get to the top and you forget about all the little people who put you there.
Look, Neil, the police are looking for you everywhere. Leave now, I promise I won't
Look,
find
there's
you.
no reason to be afraid. Just because I've been rotting in States-built prison for months, thanks to you. Not even in a regular cell, but in a mental ward, if you can believe that. But I don't hold that against you. No. I just want to find out why you betrayed the one man in this world that really loves you.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
Get the feeling that we're in the way here?
No, I don't think they even notice us. But maybe we ought to let them just say hello.
Why don't we take some time to say hello? If we run out of time, we'll just say hi. Come on. Max, when you get a break there, I'd like to discuss something important about the show.
Max, if you have to go and talk to Bill.
There is only one thing important right now, and she's standing right in front of me.
You don't know how good it feels to have your arms around me.
Oh, I can take a wild stab at it. When I had to leave Landview with Vicky in surgery and with you in shock.
Well, that's all over now.
No, I want you to know that I hated to leave the hospital. If there was any way I could stay.
No, you don't have to explain. I know that you were torn between two different places. You had
Megan,
to take care of Al.
I want you to understand. There's no reason I would have gone to Boston except for my son. How are you doing?
Good. I'm as good as new.
Well, if you ask me, I'd say you look even better than ever. That doctor must have been right when he said you needed a little time to yourself.
Yeah, I just needed a little time. But I want to hear about you. I want to hear about your trip. I want to hear about Al.
You were looking at one proud, happy, and very relieved Papa.
So the infection has cleared up?
Completely. Specialists in Boston, they did their stuff, And now Al's hearing damage is gone.
Oh, I'm so glad. Did you bring him here?
No, I dropped him off at the house. Kelly's keeping an eye on him.
Oh. Well, I'd really like to see him. Will you take me over there after we finish taping?
Well, if it means that much to you.
Well, yes. You seem surprised. I love Al. Of course I want to see him.
Well, I'm a little confused.
About what?
Well, Megan, I'm glad you miss Al and you want to spend some time with him.
Yeah, and his father as well.
Well, yeah, I got that feeling right away. But there's something else. I don't know how to say this. I guess the only thing I can do is come right out and ask.
Ask me what? You sound so mysterious.
Well, it is a mystery to me. When I got back to town, Bo said that he'd given you some time off from the show. Now, you knew how to find me in Boston. Very simple to hop on a plane and join Al and me. So the obvious question, Megan, is why didn't you?
Tell us about this place, Titan. What was it like in the good old days?
You remember Lord Waldo Nelson and the Boulder Brothers? No, nobody does. But there was a time when they ruled the sport of wrestling like kings.
Sport?
That's right, it was a great sport, an honest sport, not the showbiz glitz it is today.
So, you wrestled Lord Waldo and the Boulder Brothers, huh?
One night, years ago, I wrestled them all at the same time, and I beat them. For one night, I, Titan, was the king of the wrestling world.
What happened?
I abdicated. They wanted me to pump myself up with drugs and chemicals. Then they wanted me to change my name and wear some stupid costume. I told them to forget it. I believe in purity, honesty, and sportsmanship.
What about that, Grams? Just the decent kind of guy we want on our side, don't you agree?
Not bad, huh, guys? I mean, the Ritz, but after Statesville prison, who's complaining?
Charmaine, what are you doing here?
What's with you, Sanders? Is that your way to greet your old pals?
Uh-huh. Who told you about this place?
Oh, you know the prison grapevine. It works, even after we all made a run for it.
Ursula. She opened her large mouth and told everyone where we were hiding.
Cool your jets, Grandma. From what we hear, there's plenty of room to go around.
Well, you hear wrong, you cheap Chardonnay.
The name's Charmaine, and I'm staying, Granny.
All right, hold it. Ladies, please. Now, there's no reason for anyone to have to leave.
What are you saying?
Relax, Grams. This is exactly how I planned it. Thanks to Titan here and my friends on the outside, there's plenty of food to go around. All we have to do is lie low and wait for a safer place to go to. Titan, would you like to show our new guests to their quarters?
What a sweetheart. Come on, gang, let's go find some beds and then that food he's talking about.
I hope you know what you're doing. This place was bad enough when we got here, but now it's beginning to look like the prison annex with all the old, familiar, repulsive faces.
Not for long. As soon as Russell gets a hold of Tina, he'll find out what she knows about the missing emerald. And then we'll have all the crown jewels in place.
And what good will they do us with that ghoulish crew we're stuck with?
Russell is not about to betray me. And he's got a helicopter waiting to take us away. Us. You and me. The rest of them can rot here for all I care.
Well, with Ursula on the loose, your well-laid plans may very well be destroyed.
What do you mean she's on the loose? Isn't she here at the arena?
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Jamie, but one of the convicts saw Ursula sneaking out of here a little while ago. I don't have to tell you where she's gone.
To Tina.
And if she gets caught and brings the police back to us...
Don't look on the dark side, Grams. Maybe this time Ursula will do us a favor and eliminate Tina.
I pray she won't. There's been enough killing, Jamie.
Grams, when are you going to learn? It's us or them. Somebody's got to lose, and it's not going to be us.
It's because of you they sent me to prison.
It wasn't my fault. It was Wade. He was the one who was controlling my whole life back then. But we're separated now. And if you don't believe me, take a look at those papers over there. They'll prove to you that I'm not lying.
Commonwealth of Pennsylvania separation agreement.
I'm not lying.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's too late. Things would be very different if you'd gotten divorced months ago.
Neil.
No. You know, you just don't know how long I've waited for this moment. Damn it! I knew I shouldn't have turned my back on you for a minute.
Max, I wanted to go to Boston. You don't know how many times I came this close to just jumping on a plane.
So what stopped you?
What stopped me?
Mm-hmm. That seems to be the question for the day.
Well, I was thinking of you.
Me?
Yeah, I was very, very confused still by everything that happened with Austin. The kidnapping and the fire and the shooting. I was an emotional wreck.
So what you're saying is that you were in need of help, but for some reason you couldn't come to me, the man you say you love.
No, Max, it's because I love you so much that I didn't want to burden you with all my troubles. I needed to get away. I needed to be by myself and think about it for a while. You understand that, don't you?
Like hell I do.
Max.
Megan, let's get something straight here, and I don't want you to forget it. In my book, when you love somebody, it means you share everything. The good, the bad, the whole 9 yards. Now, if you can't live with that...
I can live with that.
Well, good. Then here are the ground rules. 1, I love you. And you love me. 2, we don't keep secrets, even if we think we're protecting each other. And 3...
Yes?
3, when in doubt, refer to rule number 1. Agreed?
Agreed.
Good. Okay. So from now on, you promise to be completely open with me?
Yes.
Good. That's much better. Ooh, that's even better. But I think you better get your lines down for Ruby down pat, and I'll go find Bo and see what's so important.
Honey, look, right now, Ruby Bright is the most popular character on this show.
I know that, Bo. I was just thinking maybe you could give Megan a little time to ease back into the show. Maybe a month or 2.
But what about our plot? See, Ruby's been away for 2 weeks. By the time she gets back to the campus, it's just in time to witness Nora's shooting.
Shooting?
Yeah, and here's the whole twist. The guy that pulls the trigger turns out to be Ruby's lover. That's where we have our conflict, see? She's between a rock and a hard place. Sarah, what's wrong?
Is this in today's script?
No, tomorrow's script.
Does Megan know about it?
Bo Buchanan?
Yes.
Art Brahms of Brahms, Bach, and Berkowitz. We've spoken on the phone many times.
Yes, of course. This is my fiancée, Sarah Gordon.
How do you do?
Megan's sister. Are you an actress, too? My agency's always on the lookout for fresh faces.
No.
Mr. Brahms is a talent agent.
Well, I like to think of myself as a talent coordinator. Which brings me to why I'm here. I wanted to inform you personally of some great news. One of my high-profile clients is renegotiating her contract on All or Nothing, and frankly, Bo, I'd much rather see her showcase her luminous gifts right here on Fraternity Row.
And who is this luminous star?
Oh, you said you wanted to talk to me about something.
Yeah, Max, I do. Listen, Art, this is a bad time right now. Why don't you call me tomorrow?
Well, yeah, but...
Do me a favor, honey. Make sure your sister's ready for taping, okay?
Yep, just on my way to find her.
All right, great. Max.
But about my client...
Naturally, I'm going to have to see the architect's plans for the entire casino.
Will you?
Well, yeah, that way I can come up with a design that's going to double, no, triple your business.
As much as that? No, I'm not surprised. I've heard about your work on the Milano Grand Hotel, and everybody's talking about the Mendorran ballroom you designed.
Well, what can I say? I had fun.
Oh, don't be modest, Tina. I'm sure it must have taken a great deal of research and hard work as well. Can you make my casino look like the ballroom?
You mean you want it in the Mendorran style?
If possible. I've always been fascinated with that country. Take the legendary crown jewels, for example. But you know all about them.
I'm afraid not. You see, I was never very interested in them.
I find that hard to believe. since it's your search for those jewels that brought you here.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
You have every reason to be afraid, dear lady, because you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Look, I really don't know, okay? And I really think it's time that I leave.
We have so much to discuss. However, instead of my telling you what I know about the jewels, as you were hoping, you're going to tell me everything you know.
Wait for Tina to come out of that office. There. And then oh, but how am I going to make sure that she stands in just the right spot? Ursula, you're a genius. Now, Jamie's ring will have even more meaning as the bait that lures Tina to her death. And, well, when it's cleaned up on my finger when I take my vows. Yeah. Who says I'm not sentimental?
Drop it. I said drop it!
Please, please don't hurt me,
Oh, is that all you
please.
think of as yourself? What about me? What about all the times that you've hurt me? With all your tricks and your lies. You just can't stop yourself, can you?
I'm sorry, I was just trying to defend myself.
Defend yourself? You were trying to kill me! After everything that I've done for you, God, what is the matter with me? God, I am so stupid! How could I let myself fall in love with somebody like you? Oh, there's just really one thing to do about it, isn't there? Come here. Quick, rope. Rope, you got some rope? Come on, he's not gonna stay out forever. Mari Lynn.
I don't know what to say, except, thank you.
Well, thank you's good. Okay, I'll let you in a little secret. I had a feeling this jerk might come back here. That's one of the reasons I made this my first stop after the breakout.
I don't understand.
Well, you would if you had heard this guy talking back to the TV set in the prison. Every time your show would come on, he'd just sit there glued to the set. Like he had nothing better to live for.
No, that's not what I meant. I meant I don't understand why you came here to protect me.
I see. That's enough of the gratitude, huh? Maybe I should have never done it in the first place.
Look, I am very grateful. You saved my life. I was only asking.
Well, look, let's just say I did it for my image, all right?
Your image?
Yeah. You can repay me for decking this guy by letting Audrey know that I'm not such a loser, if that's not too much to ask.
No, I'll tell her. I'm gonna stop shaking.
Hey, look, I'm sorry. It's okay, all right? No one's gonna hurt you now, okay?
Well, I'm not afraid of you. Not anymore.
That's good to hear, but I was talking about our little friend on the floor there. He's gonna be in dreamland for a while, all right? So you're safe now.
I'm not gonna feel really safe until the cops come and take him away.
Hey, wait a minute.
I have to call him.
Look, I'm not gonna stop you. I'm just asking you to maybe hold off for a little while. He's not going anywhere, I could really use something to eat. I'll cook my own dinner.
No. No, I can't let you do that.
Thanks a whole hell of a lot.
Hold it. Hey, what I meant was, you saved my life. And the least I can do is fix you something to eat.
Co-producer?
Yeah, but not temporary. We want to make it official, Max. You and I will be sharing total responsibility of Fraternity Row, if you're interested.
Well, I'm speechless, Bo, and you know me, that's pretty rare. Are you sure you want to share this position? I mean, Fraternity Row is your baby.
Yeah, it is, and that's why I want the best for it. Max, look, I can't devote all my time to the show. Not right now. Not after this prison break at Statesville.
Ursula Blackwell?
Yeah. She's one threat. We've also got Jamie and Elizabeth Sanders. Now, for all I know, the three of them could be conspiring, dreaming up some revenge against the whole Buchanan family. Now, for me to concentrate on the show right now...
Hey, say no more. Your first obligation is to your family.
So, you're willing to stay at the helm permanently? Max, I know that you wanted to go back to work at Max's place, but...
Let me be honest with you, Bo. You know, a few months ago when you asked me to play caretaker of Fraternity Row, I didn't know diddly about daytime, but after watching and learning and enjoying this organized lunacy that goes on here every day, hell, I'd miss the place. So, yeah, I'll take it.
Max, thank you. You have saved my life, not to mention the show. Look, about your contract.
Hey, let the lawyers do the talking. That way we can stay friends, okay? Listen, I think I'd better call Kelly and tell her in addition to taking care of Al, she's going to be full-time manager of Max's place, and then I guess I've got a show to produce, huh?
Yeah, just make sure everything is ready to roll here. I'm going to call Rafe, see if I can find out something. The police have any leads on Jamie and Elizabeth, Ursula. Thanks.
Yeah, you do that.
Well, how does it feel to have that script back in your hands?
Feels more like a loaded weapon aimed straight at my heart.
Megan, earlier today you
Yes,
told me...
I know. I said that actors act, but now that I'm here and I have Ruby's lines in front of me, I don't know, I'm terrified, Sarah. And I know that it's not just stage fright. Do you know what my character has to do tomorrow?
Yeah, Bo told me about the shooting.
Yes, and I have to witness it. I can't put myself through that. What happens when the guns goes off? Well, what if it triggers something inside of me? What if I become Ruby Bright again?
Megan,
I mean, I don't know how I could have been so stupid. How was I so arrogant and willful to think that I could somehow overcome anything, including a personality disorder?
Because you have a tremendous amount of self-confidence. That's the whole reason that you can go in front of the cameras in the first place.
I can't go in front of the camera, Sarah. I just can't. I can't do this taping. I don't care if Bo fires me. I just can't do it.
Of course I know about the crown jewels. Everybody does, but I don't believe in them. I think it's just a fairy tale.
Oh, then the opal you sent from Italy, that was a fairy tale too?
Look, I don't know where you came up with this.
And the private investigator you hired to track down the other 3 jewels, still another fairy tale?
I think you have me confused with somebody else. Now I gotta get out of here.
I can't let you rush out of here, not without offering you my sincere congratulations. Your instincts were right on the nose. Now, if you just share your knowledge with me.
I can't help you. All right, now I'm leaving.
And just when we were hitting it off, you have nothing to fear, Tina, not if you cooperate. And I'll repay you in kind.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine just how you're gonna repay me. Ow! Don't you let go of me now in a minute, or I'm gonna scream and...
Shut up!
They're gonna come!
I tried to be nice, but you had to do it the hard way. Now sit there until I take care of some unfinished business. And as for screaming bloody murder, go ahead. The casino is closed, remember? No one will hear you.
Let me out of here! Help!
Great. There's got to be a key here somewhere.
Oh, great. Keeps drawings of the lighting fixtures, but he doesn't keep a spare key.
I was right. It's here. The diamond is right in the casino. Oh, yeah, what good's it gonna do me when I'm floating in the river?
I know how much you hate violence. So do I. It almost always ends in disaster.
Jamie, I'm not just talking about practical considerations. But the Sanders family, even in a place like this, stands for something.
Hello?
Don't you hello me, you little welcher.
Temper, temper. Russell, sweetheart, what'd you lose at roulette?
You think you're pretty cute, don't you, Jamie? I had to come over there and personally string you up for what you've done.
Now listen to me. I have never welched on a bet or a deal in my life. What's your problem?
I'm talking about information. You deliberately kept something from me.
Namely?
Namely, the murder of Jacques Breton.
Didn't I mention that? I'm sorry. It must have slipped my mind.
I'm sure it did. Too bad Tina Roberts knows all about it.
Is Tina there with you now?
In my office under lock and key. Tina accused me of killing the guy, and you know what that means, don't you, Jamie? I can't let her out of here alive.
No, you can't kill Tina. She's mine.
I've had it with your orders, Jamie. You're cooling your heels at the seaside. I'm the one with a full-blown crisis on my hands.
All right, take it easy. I know you're upset, and with good reason. But don't compound the problem by making a big mistake.
The way you did with Jacques Breton, Tina Roberts is as good as dead. Discussion closed.
All right, listen to me. You've got to get Tina out of there without her being seen. Explain to her that there was a terrible misunderstanding, that you don't mean her any harm and you want to cut a deal. Her knowledge of the jewels for yours, and you'll share the wealth equally.
There's no way she'll trust me.
Make her trust you. You make those suckers think the blackjack table's honest, don't you? Now, no more excuses, just do it.
Slow down. You think it was your last meal.
My first. This is the first real meal I've had in months.
Well, under normal circumstances, I would take that as a compliment. It's just tuna on rye.
You take my word for it. This is the best sandwich I ever had. You have no idea what lurks in the tuna at Stateville Prison. You're smiling. I like that.
Just a reflex.
Yeah? Well, you got nice reflexes.
More milk?
Hey, why not? You know, I'm really sorry about breaking in here and taking these clothes and everything, you know. I'm no angel, but I'm no common thief like the cops try to make me out to be.
It's okay. I really can't complain about your being here. I mean, if it hadn't been for you...
Hey, look. We're even, right? I mean, I saved your life, and you made me a tuna sandwich.
Well, I'd like to give you something else. Some free advice. Now, look. If the police are wrong about you, then prove it. From what you've told me, you had nothing to do with that Statesville break. Well, why don't you just go to them and tell them that, and then maybe...
Forget about it.
Come on. After what you've done to me, I'm sure the courts will make some effort to try and help you.
Oh, man. Must be really nice growing up in a house like this. Everything's so pretty and perfect. Almost make you think the whole world's this way. I got news for you, it's not.
Blade, look, I know a lot more about the real world than you think. And I know Herb Callison and Rafe Garrettson, and they are both fair-minded men. Once they know what you have done for me...
Look, one's a DA and one's a cop. They make their living busting guys like me.
They believe in the law.
Oh, yeah, their law. The law that keeps you safe in your pretty little house here while guys like me rot in Statesville.
Look, Blade, I know that you're bitter, but if you just try, and if you trust somebody...
Trust? I'm not going to trust nobody, all right? I learned my lesson with trust. Now it's just a matter of survival.
If you believe that, then why do you trust me?
Well, you know, I was up on the steps and I couldn't help but overhear you talking with Neil. You know, about your divorce and everything.
I was just saying that to try and get him to leave me alone. I was desperate.
You mean you're not really divorced?
No. That part's true.
Well, for what it's worth, I think your husband was a first-class jerk for letting you go.
Lay, look. I know that you don't want to hear this,
Look,
but...
I'm not turning myself in. And if you're smart, you forget you ever saw me, all right?
You don't ask for much, do you? Now, look, how am I supposed to explain him when you're gone and the police come?
You'll think of something. You know, Mari Lynn, you're an okay chick.
I bet you say that to all the girls.
No, I'm serious. You know, you didn't have to be this nice to me. And if anyone ever found out you did this, you could get in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I know. I know the risks. And I know that I would be lying dead on the floor right now if you hadn't been here to rescue me. So we're even, right? My neck for your tuna sandwich.
Okay, then. Listen, I hate to ask for one more favor.
I know. I'll give you some extra time before I call the cops.
Thanks.
Is there something else?
Well, I don't know. I just sort of wish that things were different, you know? Maybe if I was a different guy, if I had some different breaks.
Well, my father says that we make our own luck.
Yeah? Fathers say things like that, don't they?
Sometimes they're right.
Maybe. And maybe someday we'll meet up again.
Stranger things have happened. Take care of yourself, Blade.
I always do. Goodbye, Mari Lynn.
Bye.
Don't do it. Sir Galahad doesn't pack that hard a punch. I heard every word and I saw everything.
You don't frighten me anymore.
You're an accessory now, Mari Lynn. Aiding and abetting an escaped convict. You know what that means? It means if you turn me in, I'm gonna have to return the favor. And you'll end up in Statesville just like me and your new friend Blade. But if you untie me and let me go, I won't say a word. So what's it gonna be, Mari Lynn? Your freedom or mine?
Don't argue with your sister. I want you to drink this.
Sarah, there are some things that even tea can't fix.
I know that, and that's why I want you to do something else. I want you to talk to Bo.
Oh, what, Sarah? And tell him that I turned into Ruby Bright? He's a television producer, not a psychiatrist.
Yeah, and he also happens to be a very sensitive and caring man. If you tell him everything, I know he's going to understand, and he'll keep it strictly confidential.
It's too late. It's too late. I've been reading the scripts. This isn't just a one-time reappearance for Ruby. They've written this whole long storyline. They can't just drop it.
So what happens if you caught a virus or some other kind of physical problem? You don't think they'd make adjustments in the story?
Yes, but that's
well,
not
then
the point.
fine. Tell them that something is serious. No, tell them that something more serious than that has happened to you.
Sarah, you're not an actress. You just don't understand. In this business, the show must go on.
Look, when your mental health is at stake, I understand. I don't mean to frighten you, Megan, but if you go on to play the part of Ruby
Yes,
for
I
months...
know. You don't think that I haven't thought of that? If I witnessed that shooting tomorrow, I know that all sorts of feelings about Austin and Vicky might come flooding out again.
Woke up this morning, hey! Max Holden accepting any and all congratulations. Ladies, you were looking at the official new co-producer, Fraternity Row.
That's great. Max, that's great. I'm really happy for you.
Wow, you just knocked me over with this champagne and roses. I did expect one well-deserved kiss. Megan, what's wrong?
Nothing. Look, Megan needs to talk to Bo, don't you?
Hey, listen, if this is about the show, I'm the one to talk to. Bo's too busy protecting the family from those escapees from the mental ward.
Oh.
Okay, fine. Here, take this.
What?
And this. You have to find yourself another Ruby Bright, okay?
I beg your pardon?
Do I have to spell it out for you, Max? I can't be Ruby, okay? Not today, not tomorrow, not ever.
What are you talking about? Get in. You created Ruby. You are Ruby.
Max, just let us...
How? You can't just quit a part on a moment's notice.
Oh, yeah? Then fire me, Max, because I am not Ruby Bright, all right? I'm not.
Megan, what is going on?
Max, just let her go. She needs some time to be alone.
Would you like to tell me what is wrong?
Just trust her, all right? She'll tell you about it when she can.
And what am I supposed to do until then? I've got a show to produce, and I've got no leading lady.
Stay right where you are, Max, and don't you dare move. Have I got a girl for you?
Don't you come in here, Mr. Price, because I'm armed and I won't hesitate to use it either.
Don't worry, Mrs. Roberts. I'm a friend.
A friend? Who are you?
Someone who knew Jacques Breton. I'm here to help you.
Oh, thank God. Well, hurry up and get us out of here before he comes back.
Yeah, I'm doing the best I can. I can't seem to find the right key.
Well, hurry or he's going to kill us both.
Oh, what I wouldn't give for a stick of dynamite right now.
What?
Nothing. Oh, here, I think I found it. Yes.
Little tail.
Tina, how did you get the...
Where's that woman?
Woman? What woman?
Max, it isn't my place to talk to you about Megan.
No, you don't, Sarah. I can stand the silent treatment from one Gordon sister, but not two. Now, what's going on with Megan? Why is she walking out on the character of Ruby?
Max, why get bogged down in details? If Megan doesn't want to play Ruby Bright, I have a client who is perfect for the part.
So you say, Art, but I'm not looking to recast.
For this one day, you'd better, or you haven't got a show.
Max, Artie tells me you've got a problem.
No way.
Oh, come on, Holden. Spring Sky is a legend in daytime. And as I explained to Bo, she's more than willing to leave All or Nothing and move right here to Fraternity Row.
I'd do anything to help you, Max.
You mean help yourself? I heard all about your little contract hassles back in New York.
Okay, well, you'd be helping me out, too. I admit it. But I've got lots of loyal fans, Max. If I make the move to Fraternity Row, they'll move with me.
Some things aren't worth better ratings. Did I really say that? Anyway, I've got a prior commitment to Megan, and if she were to walk in and see you playing the role of Ruby, we're talking fireworks, right, Sarah?
Max, I'm not so sure.
What?
Look, I know there's no love lost between Megan and Spring, but when it comes to playing Ruby, I'm just not so sure that Megan would mind.
You hear that? Her own sister thinks it's a great idea.
Hey, show him how you're prepared to go on, kiddo. Watch this, Max. You are looking at a seasoned pro here.
Hey there, handsome. When do we get down to business? And I do mean business.
What did I tell you? She is more like Ruby than Ruby.
Max, I mean, you do need someone to play the role today, right?
I can shoot Ruby's scenes later in the week.
Hey, I'd be willing to give you the best possible deal for spring services.
That doesn't mean it won't be expensive, but I'll prove I'm worth it.
I'll put Spring on the list, but nothing's final until after I talk to Megan.
Thank you for rushing right over, Sergeant. I was terrified that he might get loose before you arrived.
Terrified? Her don't believe her for a minute. Shut up, Delaney.
Now, you want to tell us what happened?
I'll tell you what happened. She was entertaining one of the other cons that escaped, a guy named Blade.
He has been ranting the most incredible things ever since he showed up on my doorstep. And when he put his hands around my throat, I had no alternative but to hit him.
It was Blade. He snuck up from behind and he knocked me out and he tied me up. She couldn't do it. She was too busy making tuna fish sandwiches so he could escape on a full stomach.
Isn't it incredible how he believes all of the things that he's saying? No wonder he was in the mental ward at Statesville.
Oh, take him outside and put him out. No, it was her. She helped him escape. She's worse than the rest of us. Get him out of here. Not through with you, Mari Lynn. I'll be back, I swear. I swear.
I'm sorry about that, Miss Coleman. Like you said, now we know why he was locked up in the mental ward.
I'll feel a lot safer once he's back behind bars.
I don't blame you. In the meantime, I can't say I like the idea of you staying here in this house alone. The way Delaney was raving, he might have told some of the cons about you when he was in Statesville, and if some of the escapees should decide to come calling.
I know exactly what you're saying, Sergeant. Which is why I've made plans to move into the main house here at Landfair, just to be on the safe side.
Wise move. Even though Delaney's not in his right mind, he could have tipped off that guy Blade about you, and you wouldn't want him showing up on your doorstep.
Oh, he can't be as bad as all that.
No? Miss Coleman, that's one reason I knew our friend had to be having delusions. There's no way a guy like Blade would have lifted a finger to help you.
Sergeant.
Ma'am?
I'd like to leave for the main house now, if you're ready.
Of course. I'll escort you myself.
Thank you.
Forget it, Tina. That way's also locked. Why are you being so difficult? There's been a big misunderstanding.
Yeah, you bet there has. You think that nobody knows I'm here? Well, you're wrong. My husband knows and the whole police department does. So if you touch a hair on my head...
You're wrong. I don't want to hurt you. I simply want to take you for a short ride. Prove we can be partners.
Look, I know where the diamond is, and I know it's right here, so we don't have to go anywhere to find it.
4 jewels, Tina, and that's it. Now, if you just cooperate, we can make a deal everybody can live with.
Look down at the diamond ring.
Everyone but me.
Don't struggle, Tina. There's no reason to be afraid.